what a week it has been on the campaign trail, with Labor making the massive call to actually increase the budget deficit in the first 4 years of their 10-year economic plan.
Yeah, look, it's a brilliant strategy, very reminiscent of Kevin Rudd in 2007, who led Labor to victory with this famous line.
I am saying loud and clear that this sort of reckless spending must continue over the next 4 years.
Now, the Treasurer, Scott Morrison, was scathing about the plan.
I mean, that's the sort of economic plan that Derek Zoolander would put together.
Oh, well, that's just rubbish. Everybody knows Zoolander can't turn left. That doesn't apply to Bill Shorten.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Kirsten. Take a look at this.
Seriously, Morrison, Zoolander? God, those references are so out of date.
You think his references are out of date? You should see the figures that he released last week.
And today I'm releasing the election 2006 mid-campaign report.
No, 2006 is nothing. Take a look at the questions he's asking Chris Bowen.
Tell me, Chris, just tell me simply, what will the deficit be in 1920?
But really, full credit to Labor for publicly stating what they'll cut.
Yeah, and actually one of the big cuts that they identified was to private healthcare subsidies for natural therapies.
Things like aromatherapy, herbalism, iridology, rolfing.
And if you're wondering what rolfing is, it's a mixture of rowing, golfing and kiddie fiddling.
Right. Yes, Labor will no longer support expensive, untested remedies, unless, of course, it's Bill Shorten.
Yes. Now, the thing I thought was strange this week is how bored Malcolm Turnbull got about the campaign. I mean, he's just too busy hosting his new chat show, Where the Hell Are You?
Now, Lee, where's Nathan? Where is he? Here, Nathan. Come over here, Nathan. Come on. You went to your... Well, let's get Lee to tell his story first. There you are. Come up and have a... Let me... Murray, just, where are you? Where's Jonathan?
One unexpected controversy this week was the issue of uniforms. Firstly, we had Treasurer Scott Morrison admitting how often he's tried out for the Village People musical.
366 times.
And then we had candidates from both sides of politics who are former soldiers being told they had to take images of them in their uniforms off all their campaign material.
Yeah, and Wyatt Roy was also asked to remove his uniform by the Cub Scouts.
Well, look, I have to say, I think candidates should be allowed to wear their uniforms. I mean, voters need to be able to see whether they're voting for a well-trained, obedient military man like Andrew Hastie and not someone who disrespects the military like this joker.
I don't take orders from the military, and I don't intend to.
There were plenty of other problem candidates in the spotlight this week. Another was in the electorate of Calwell.
Yes, so the Liberal candidate John Sue resigned after it was revealed he owned a brothel in Frankston.
Yeah, and it became worse when he refused to remove his uniform from his campaign poster.
This is ridiculous, though. The Liberal Party knew about that brothel. I mean, Turnbull wasn't exactly keeping it quiet after he and I visited with some friends.
Craig, I mentioned, of course, Gladys, Jeffrey and John as well, and all of the councillors.
You know, it's just such a shame to see a respectable brothel owner go into a dirty business like politics.
Absolutely, yeah. Look, one lost brothel owner isn't too bad for the Liberals. At least they haven't had any James Diaz moments like the last election.
And the 6 points are?
Well, one of the points would be, the key point would be stopping the boats where safe to do so.
What are the other 5 points?
Well, look, it is under the Labor Party that all...
The other 5 points?
Well, I've answered the question.
That was a classic gotcha moment there, but gotchas are easy. All you need is for a political party to be stupid enough to commit to some list of policies, like a 6-point plan or a 10-point process, or...
This election, Labor will have 100 positive policies.
100 policies? This is going to be too easy.
Mr. Shorten, can I ask you, what are your 100 positive policies?
No, can you tell me them? What are they? Give me one of them. School funding, that's one. That's one, okay, cheers.
Saving Medicare.
Saving Medicare, that's 2? Okay, we're off to 2. We're up to 2. Okay, what's the third one?
We're going to save Medicare.
Save Medicare. No, that was the second one. What's the third one?
The third one is disband the government task force.
Disband government task force to set up privatise. Yep. Come on, you must know another one. I'll give you a clue. Girls in code. All right. 1,000 University, that's another one. Okay. Hang on. What's the next one? Multinationals pay their fair share. Attack multinationals before needed hearing. We're up to 6. We're up to 6. Great Barrier Reef. 7. Probably find domestic violence. Stopping it, I presume. 8. Don't give him a green light. We're up to 8. You've said that one. Honestly, there's 100 of them. We're up to 8. Okay. We've got 92 to go. 92. What's the next one? Don't look at the list.
No, hide the list.
We're up to 8.
I just want to say I would have given you the list if you'd asked.
No, it's all right. It's fine. 8. What's the next one?
Protecting workers' rights.
Protecting workers' rights. 9.
Penalty rates.
Penalty rates. Isn't that the same thing? You're not doubling up again on me.
No.
90 to go.
Let's start with our infrastructure policies. Perth Metronet.
Somebody's been
Adelaide.
studying in the car, haven't they? Didn't know these earlier.
I'm going to go and talk to the kids if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
We're up to 11, okay? Got a
Chuck in
lovely
the
election to
Townsville
go.
Stadium.
Yeah. We're up to 12. You said you'd give me a lift. You said you'd give me a lift. Oh, more Labour lies.
Someday, Malcolm. Someday.
Daddy.
What's wrong, Malcolm?
The boys are so mean. None of them will pass the ball to me.
Oh, there, Malcolm.
I'll show them. One day I'll be Prime Minister and then they'll have to pass the ball to me.
Throw it to Basher.
People. If they're not breakdancing in front of graffiti walls, texting in front of graffiti walls, or rapping in front of graffiti walls, they're gobbling up as many drugs as they can.
Our kids are on drugs, on ice.
What they're not doing is voting.
The 18 to 24-year-old demographic has the highest number of eligible voters who are not enrolled to vote.
Reporters are even changing their names to appeal more to young people.
Whoa! Skate Anderson!
But even that's not enough.
Terrorism, climate change, same-sex marriage equality, these things are important to you, more or less.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that one way to get things to change through voting on election day?
Yes, it is.
Do you think you'll change your mind and enrol to vote?
No.
What if we raise the stakes a little?
You mean raise the skates?
Get them told you could get jail time if you don't do it. Don't vote for like 3 years in a row.
Is that enough to make you want to vote?
No.
Well, if the threat of prison won't do it, what will? Maybe the activists over at Get Up have the answers.
We think that parents and grandparents have a really key role over the next 24 hours to ensure that their kids and grandkids are on the roll. They're the ones that the kids will listen to, right?
Yeah, that's who teenage kids will listen to. Their parents. And don't try to talk down to them either. Just listen to Labor's member for Gellibrand, Tim Watts.
It is always a high-risk strategy for a politician to try and appear cool.
And he'd know.
The Australian Electoral Commission teamed up with Triple J and what looks like Mick Jagger to entice young people to vote with their Rock and Roll campaign.
It's really important to enrol to vote so you can have a say in who runs your country.
And you know what? I think they're really getting through to them.
Vote fortitude and one nation!
Fuck off. Well, clearly the youth aren't going to vote, which means election results are being unfairly skewed towards older voters. So I'm starting a new campaign. I'm talking to you, baby boomers. It's time to rock, unenroll. First up, a Talkback radio campaign.
Hello, Alexandra. How you doing, all right?
Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
I just wanted to call up and talk about the election.
Yeah.
Because I just think that nobody's listening to us.
Yeah.
And
I just think that the best thing for anyone in my generation to do is just to not vote in the election and to take ourselves off the electoral roll.
Well, you can't really do that, can you?
I've worked hard my whole life, just like all your listeners, and I've worked hard to earn my right not to vote.
Well, the thing is, what a waste! What a waste not to have a vote!
It's not a waste.
It is.
No, I think that you should take yourself off the electoral roll, and
I
I will
won't take
too.
myself off the electoral roll. Thank you very much. You should leave yourself on the electoral roll.
It's a political movement.
It's not a political movement. It's a cop-out.
Next, let's try distracting. Oh wow, look, air supply. Guys, air supply is coming out. Oh, July 2, worth missing an election for, huh? Grandchild seniors card. Next, deception. I hereby declare that I would like to remove myself from the electoral roll. All right, let's go get it. We're just asking people to sign this petition if you support all house parties to stop at 9 p.m.
But 9 p.m. is a bit early.
Let's just get house parties to stop at 9 p.m. Okay, thank you very much. Would you like to sign a petition to make drugs more illegal?
To make drugs more
Drugs
illegal?
more illegal, like they're pretty illegal, but we just like to make them even more illegal
yeah,
than
great
what they
idea.
are. It's to make drugs more illegal.
Okay.
You can support that.
Yep, there we go.
Free workshops on negative gearing. Oh yeah, I'll sign that.
Okay, there you go.
Got it. Maybe you're thinking, what can I do to help? Well, you can unenroll the boomer yourself. On the AEC website, you can download a form to nominate someone in your electorate to be deregistered for not being sound of mind. And you can do your bit to make this election a little less grey. It's raining democracy, baby! Woo! Finally, let's try the one thing boomers can't resist. Free education. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I can show you how to make the font on your phone bigger and even show you how to look at pictures of your grandchildren on Facebook. That's right, just step right in here. It's an absolutely free service. You're welcome, Australia.
Tamworth is a great city, but it's not Walker. And Armidale's a great city, but it's not Walker.
Today, under the desk, we're talking about one of the decisive issues of this campaign, asylum seekers.
Decisive? What are you, just decisive issues?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's decisive.
what do you mean? No one is talking about asylum seekers.
Do you believe it's going to be a decisive issue in the election campaign?
Was it the Nundle dog races today? It wasn't brought up once.
As the Nundle dog races go, so goes the nation.
Exactly. So, what we do know from the Nundle dog races is the big issues of this campaign are dogs, races, and when does Barbie Joyce piss off out of Nundle?
Look, we still do want to explain the debate about asylum seekers. Now, the sticking point is Manus Island, where about 900 refugees have been indefinitely detained.
Shut up, Andrew! You cannot explain this. This issue is much better explained by Andrew Bolt.
Look at the boat policy. Let me explain in a way every parent understands. Your toddler is screaming for more lollies just before dinner. You say no. Got to eat healthy. The toddler says, you're mean, but you know it's better for a parent to do good than to just seem nice. Simple.
Simple. And that explanation has proven invaluable for parents.
Why can't I have any lollies?
Let me explain in a way you'll understand. A refugee is screaming to get out of Manus Island because they don't want to die there. You say no. The refugee says you're mean, but you know it's better to do good rather than to just seem nice. Simple.
Refugees are lollies?
Exactly, champ. Now you run along outside and kick a dog.
Sweet. On the other hand, of course, Senator Glenn Lazarus says that the treatment of refugees on Manus Island is incredibly unfair.
Yeah, unfair to us.
You say some of them are treated like kings, are they?
We're, as taxpayers, giving these people free cigarettes.
Free cigarettes, the defining feature of kings throughout the ages. I mean, here's King Louis, here's King Edward, and here's King Kong.
Look, as for Labor, their policy is to once and for all end indefinite detention.
Oh, really? When are they doing that?
At some point in the future. That's indefinite.
Okay.
Look, here's Labor's immigration spokesperson.
On indefinite detention, can I ask you, are you willing to commit to a time frame?
Look, there is obviously danger, David, in anyone committing to a time frame.
Yes, and actually, if we just can look at that again, you can even see his pants on fire.
Look, many Labor candidates also disagree about boat turnbacks, of course, a point well made by right-wing Harry Potter here.
The Labor Party's in disarray over boats and whether border protection is something that all of their candidates are on board with.
Yeah, Labor chaos is terrible, but when he was asked about Liberal candidates disagreeing, that wasn't so bad.
I think it's completely embarrassing that you would go after someone for having a different view. I think disagreement, dissent is actually a good thing.
Mr. Potter.
Why are you such a partisan hack?
I don't know, sir.
I think he was under the influence of a self-contradictiamus spell.
So you see, there are different views over refugees, Andrew. Some people argue for some basic security precautions.
Reassure us that those people coming in from those cultures, they're not going to turn up and be down in Parramatta shooting policemen in 20 years' time.
Sound thinking, and so easy to fix. Refugees should just sign an I promise not to shoot anyone in Parramatta in 20 years' time form.
Congratulations. Here are your free cigarettes.
Your Highness.
I mean, others, of course, love immigrants so much. You know, they throw parties about them every day.
Barely a day goes past when I don't celebrate that we are the most successful multicultural nation in the world.
Yes, and here's one of those celebrations of multiculturalism right there.
Yeah. Although that is rather better than Bill Shorten celebrating multiculturalism. Oh, God.
Yeah, OK, fair enough. But look, with all these words and dance moves flying around, we mustn't lose sight of the people who are truly suffering. Peter Dutton.
Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull says it's Immigration Minister Peter Dutton who is being demonised for his comments about refugees.
He leapt on it yesterday to demonise Peter Dutton.
I think Peter Dutton was much maligned.
Donate now. You don't know what it's like to go through every day with people trying to turn you into chips.
It's so sad. Everyone was crying for poor Peter Dutton when he was just telling it like it is.
These people would be taking Australian jobs, there's no question about that. And for many of them that would be unemployed, they would languish in unemployment queues, that they won't be numerate or literate in their own language, let alone English.
Well, at least the guy whose show he was on, Bargain Store Hagrid, backed up Dutton with some proof that these refugees are illiterate.
These are the literacy rates in Afghanistan.
Yes, there are so many illiterate refugees, some of them found their way onto Paul Murray's graphics team.
Yeah, I think the refugees from Afghanistan must have taken their jobs.
And now they're stuffed up, they're going to be unemployed.
Yes, Dutton was right. Dutton was right, and he would be right. No wonder, because he knows refugees. He talks to them. Face to face.
That's true. Who could forget last year when Dutton went to spread his message of hope in Jordan?
Hey, can I buy all of your bread? Here's $8 million. You won't know because you're enumerate. I'm going to take one piece of bread, please. That's just one piece. I'm only taking one piece, okay? Sucked in, mate. Note to count. Look at you bludgers. You're literally sitting on your asses all day. Now, I know you can't read, so I've written you some instructions that tell you how to read. Now, in 20 years' time, is there any chance you'll want to go down to Parramatta and shoot some police? No? Good. Hey, you, can I have a word with you, please, little man? Take my job, I'll kill you. Then I'll kill your cat.
And now, a patriotic message from the Prime Minister.
I think Australia Day is fine. Can I just say to you that Australia Day is fine?
That was a patriotic message from the Prime Minister.
Modelling? Modelling.
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 Modelling. Modelling.
Economic modelling. there's nothing more glamorous.
That's it, baby. Work it, you sexy actuary. Show me those figures. That's it. Lick that calculator. Look at that sexy paper. Ooh, peekaboo, he says. Spread that spreadsheet. Ooh, yeah, I'm getting a macro. Getting all your pages out of order, so naughty.
This election, the coalition wants company tax cuts, while Labor wants more spending on education. And both parties say their policies are supported by economic models.
The Treasury estimated last year that for every dollar of company tax cut, there was $4 of additional value created in the overall economy.
Ooh, Treasury modelling. So hot right now. Now, give me some education modelling.
The OECD has said the economy would be 2.8% bigger today, in today's terms.
2.8%? So big.
Economic models try to predict what the economy's going to do in the future. Trouble is, they don't always agree.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Take the modelling around the government's company tax cuts.
It'll deliver 1% GDP growth.
There's no evidence of a growth dividend. We'll gain billions in real national income. No, there'll be a fall in real national income.
A company tax cut will pay for itself after 5 years.
Rubbish. That tax cut won't pay for itself after 20 years.
You can't even pay for yourself after 20 years, bitch.
Ah, my face.
Not only do the models disagree with each other, but the companies that write these reports disagree with themselves. When the New South Wales government wanted to merge local councils, it got KPMG to do the modelling, so they could say it was
supported by independent analysis and modelling by KPMG.
So the councils fighting the merger called KPMG, who produced another report so they could say it was
likely to materially underperform.
It's almost as if these models can be made to do whatever you want them to do.
Hey, I find that insinuation offensive. Winning!
So I went to KPMG to see if I could get some modelling to support my theory. Hi, you from KPMG? I'm just trying to commission some economic modelling to show that KPMG's modelling is bullshit.
That's right. I want to just get some studying that says KPMG's modelling is reliable.
No, it's bullshit.
Reliable.
No, bullshit.
Reliable.
Why not have both?
Well, this is KPMG, you can have both.
To read KPMG's response, check out our Facebook page. Well, they wouldn't give me any reports, but I still need to get to the bottom of this economic modelling business. So I'm going to go and speak to an economist.
Governments and special interest groups know they can commission economic modelling which will produce the result they want to hear. And then they can go into a press conference and wave around a big document and say, look, the economic modelling supports my argument.
Thanks, economic modeller. That's just what I wanted you to say.
I'm not an economic modeller myself.
That's just what I wanted you to say too. Politicians can then just choose the ones they like and dismiss the ones they don't. Like this.
John Bailey has said that the net benefit of company tax cuts will only be half of the headline benefit, and benefits are about 25 years off for ordinary Australians. Is he right?
No, he's wrong.
Or they manipulate models to look nothing like the original.
There'll be a 2.8% improvement straight away.
2.8% growth straight away, except that the report actually says this is a figure for 2095. That's like how I think Bill Shorten will be Prime Minister straight away. So remember, economic models may seem confident and self-assured, but they're actually riddled with doubt and uncertainty. So don't be fooled by the numbers.
Are you sure this is for Chanel number 5?
Even better, Chanel number 2.
And now, everybody's favourite election-themed guessing game, Is That a Baby? Is that a baby? No, it's a dog. Is that a baby? No, it's a lobster. Is that a baby? Yes, a baby crocodile. Is that a baby? Yes, it's an old baby. Is that a baby? No, it's a light beer. Is that a baby? Oh my God, it's a baby. Which answers the question, is that a baby?
Welcome back to the Chaser's election desk. And just before we go tonight, as we enter the final weeks of the campaign, the minor parties are starting to get a lot more attention. Some polls suggest a quarter of Australians will vote for a minor party, and a lot of those votes could go to Nick Xenophon.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, he's notorious for his outlandish, campaigning. Imagine a grown man building a career on doing ridiculous stunts in public. Embarrassing, right, Julian?
Interesting analysis, Hannah. Yeah, but Xenophon could be a crucial player in the upper house after the 2nd of July. If we could just take a look at the Senate, this is how it looked before the election. Yeah, this is the current Senate, and we can see if Nick Xenophon does well, the Senate could end up like this, and you can see why the major parties are worried.
Yes, big Xenophon factor there. And if Pauline Hanson wins, big xenophobe factor too.
Yeah, we've actually done some exclusive polling into why people are thinking of voting for a minor party, haven't we, Mark?
Yes, using a correlation regression polling method, we asked people what their main reason was for voting for the Palmer United Party. And I think you've got the info over there, don't you, Kirsten?
Yep, that's right, I do, Mark. There's somewhere here. Actually, no, sorry, I think they might be back your way.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, no, hold on a tick. Here they are. Yes, the top reasons Palmer United supporters gave for voting for PUP was now that Clive Palmer is gone, they seem a lot better. I am drawn to the sheer animal magnetism of Dio Wang. But by far the most common reason was I've been in a coma for the past 3 years.
Yes, and we also surveyed Greens voters, and the top reasons for voting Green were Vote Compass told me to, I am Sarah Hanson Young, and I'm rich and white but not yet old enough to vote Liberal.
And the top reasons that people gave to say they'll vote for the Bullet Train for Australia party were: I support a bullet train for Australia. A bullet train is a thing I would like. I feel deeply that a bullet train would be a good thing. And has I support a bullet train already been taken?
That's all we have time for this week. And don't forget to watch the first ever Leaders Debate on Facebook, which starts this Friday at 6 p.m.
That's half an hour earlier in Adelaide and a few days later in rural areas when the buffering's finally done.
And just a reminder to everyone out there on the roads, please do be careful during election season because there are some absolute maniacs out on our roads.
I like the way you talk.